Night freestyle. Look at this gigantic palette. I mean, can you even see it? It's clear, but it's as big as my arm. It's the Bob Ross palette as seen on TV, sent to us by Linda. Thank you, Linda. We love you. Thank you so much. Let's just go through the colors real quick since we have them out here. Dark Sienna, Van Dyke Brown, Dark Sienna, Cad Yellow, Bright Red, Yellow Ochre, Phthalo Green, Phthalo Blue, Alizarin Crimson, Midnight Black, and Titanium White. There's the colors. We're going to use our Bob Ross, Bob Ross Liquid Clear and our Bob Ross Liquid White on this canvas that we've already prepped. Hey, there's the logo. Look at that. So we've already prepped this canvas. Look at this handsome Joe. Who's this guy, babe?
I have no idea.
He's gorgeous. I know. I love him. Mwah. He just gives me the best feels on the inside. How you guys doing? It's Friday. It's the weekend. Oh, one more thing that we got from our Amazon wish list from Jackie. Thank you, Jackie, for the paint. It just literally showed up, like literally just now, minutes before the show. Why'd they put it in upside down? There we go. We're gonna use some of it right now. A little bit of our dark sienna paint. Let's give it a little mix. Like literally, I wouldn't have been able to do much for highlights on the trees today if it weren't for this paint. Oh, look, it's nice and firm right there. Some of the times you get that oil on the top, shake it over a paper towel, kind of squeeze it out, put it on some cardboard to soak it up. Man, this palette is so big, I don't even know how to hold it. There we go. Okay, let's take our brown paint, and it looks exactly the same, even though it was from a different bottle than what it came out of originally, right?
Consistency.
Yeah, that's. I mean, a lot of people talk about how Bob Ross paint has changed, from manufacturer to manufacturer, and it's not as good as it was. And I'm here to tell you, this one is exactly the same as this one, which came in a different box. You can even tell. Both perfect, both excellent, and I've used the entire thing and needed a new one. Oh, one more thing. Didn't Jackie send us these, the brushes? These fan brushes,
yes.
Right? Yeah, Jackie sent us these, so I'm going to use these. I don't even know how to say it, like GAC Doctor. That's what I've decided.
GAC Doctor.
GAC Doctor. G-A-C-D-R.
A little to the left.
A little to the left. Over here. Over here, over here. GAC Doctor. And they're like a red, what do they say on them? Artist brush. This is the number. We're not going to, we're going to use them all. So.
Hey, babe, I think the ladies are curious about the haircut.
Oh, you guys like my fresh style?
Why
hey,
do you
ladies.
have glasses on your head?
Because I'm just so... It's my future is just so bright. I have to wear them all the time, right? What do you guys think of the fresh cut, the fresh fade? London had a sweet catch. Look at that. This thing is so big. Okay, we need to prep our canvas first. I'm just so excited to pick this up and hold it.
Sam Root says Sam Root, Indiana, BLT, and 10 p.m.
Sam Root's answering the questions before we even said anything. So if this is the first time you've watched the Paint with Josh video, make sure you tell us where you're watching from, what time it is where you are, what's your favorite sandwich, bank account number, social, all that stuff. All the good stuff. Oh, no, not that stuff. Okay,
No,
forget the last thing I said. Forget the last thing.
Sophie Small is watching on YouTube.
Hey, Sophie.
Cheryl's here.
We're going to take a little bit of our liquid white. I literally shook up the jug, and whatever got stuck to the top is more than enough for what we're going to need. We don't even have a whole canvas to cover. You said Cheryl was watching?
Yep.
Continue.
Tanya's here, Connie's here, Rosemary's here, Patsy's here, Jonathan's here.
It sounds like a lot of the Super Squad members are here. And if some of you... You know what's funny? Jonathan texted me that the other day. I said something about the Super Squad, and he literally texted back, wah, 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 wah,
Yep.
in a text.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Super Squad, if you're interested in what we're really talking about over here, that's the paid-for content on the channel. Right? So I do all sorts of this stuff for free. And we have videos where the people can support us by paying, what's it, $7.99 a month to access all sorts of my other videos, my class videos, the funny videos. And we're going to be making a change, actually. And, London's idea.
No, don't throw me under the bus.
Well, I got to throw someone under the bus.
Okay, that's fine.
So, it's London's idea. We're going to be, if you cannot watch the live shows, then you're going to have to become a member in order to see them. I have way too many videos on my page, right? Have you been to the YouTube channel? Have you tried to find a video without me posting it and showing you the link? There's way too much content on there, right? So what I'm going to do is take some of my favorite of our Wednesday videos where we zoom in and out, shot very much like Bob Ross's show. Every time I come up here with the brush, the camera comes in, right? We're going to leave a lot of those that are available to use, right, babe? I'm not saying anything out of square. And we're going to privatize the majority of the lives, so if not all the lives, right after we finish. So if you're not here for the show and you're not a Super Squad member, then you will just only have the picture to go off of and just have to imagine how we're going to paint it, right? Let's see. And that way the channel will shrink in how much you have to scroll to find something. I'm even having trouble finding, when you guys are like, oh, what's the video you have doing like, I don't know, a sunset seascape or something, and I'm like, oh crap. Now I gotta go scroll back and find through all these videos, like over 400 videos. It's trying to splash me. So, we're gonna be privatizing the live videos afterwards. So, consider yourself lucky that you're here to view the live, right? Open your schedule. Friday nights with Josh. Otherwise, you gotta be a paying member in order to see it, right, babe?
Yes, babe.
All right. Now, we've taken our Bob Ross liquid white. We've touched, you can see it's just a little bit. It's not a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot.
Jackie's here.
Jackie, thank you for the brown, which we used today. You'll see it at the beginning of the show if you go to watch it back.
Sam Root says it won't let me purchase stars. I have money. Weird.
Yeah.
Sam,
Hand me Facebook.
I don't control Facebook. However, if you pop over to YouTube, you can purchase super stickers over there.
True. YouTube does offer super
stickers. I'm just here to
stickers.
help you. Annette Babcock says 10 p.m. Italian sandwich.
Italian sandwich. Annette's over in Maine. See, if you comment and interact with us enough, we start to remember where you're from and little things about you and different things. I remember the first.
Australia.
Sorry?
I said Evelyn Peatling is from Australia.
Thank you for watching. We're becoming bigger and bigger in Australia. We're getting more and more Australian fans, and I really, really like it. Like, I had way too much on the brush. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the brush. We're going to get the majority of that clear off it just by dabbing it on a paper towel, right? Now it's not so covered in paint, and then we can spread. We don't want to have too much clear is the problem. Right? Don't come up here and grab any of this white and pull it down. And remember, we're going to zoom in and get nice and close as soon as we get ready to paint. So this is your time to ask your questions, see the painting out, in the open in case you're trying to also match the style or match the setup here with our black gesso. Covered it in black gesso first we covered it in white gesso. Let that part dry. Then we covered this in black gesso. Let that part dry. And now that we're ready to paint, this is when we put on our liquid clear and our liquid whites, and that way it's not going to dry. You need it wet if you're going to be able to paint with it, right? Now again, we're going to wash this brush off.
Julie says, Josh doesn't mean Darius Rucker. That rocked my world.
Oh, thank you. Julie who? Who said that?
Julie.
Oh, Julie.
Julie.
We know multiple Julies.
Julie tuned in so that she could probably see a haircut.
So she could see my haircut. Well, she tried to sneak a peek. She's like, she sent me a text message and was like, oh, okay, let me see the cut. Where are my paper towels? Can you hand me those paper towels?
No.
Okay, I guess no show then.
You should be
prepared. I used them all. I had all of them. I went through it like a half a roll trying to get set up for today. All right, we're going to get a little thing. I use Viva paper towels. You guys can use whatever you want. And then we're just going to go lightly. You can hear it. Can you kill the fan, babe? I forgot to turn the fan on.
I dropped it to 1.
Oh, okay.
It's on 3.
You can just see just a little bit of that liquid clear comes off, and a lot of it stays on the canvas. Now I'm going to double check the glare, and then we're going to zoom in and get ready to start painting. Ready? See, just a little bit. Don't need a whole lot. A little bit of paint comes off. You don't want to have too much. That's the thing.
Sure, Rose is here. Jackie's here. I said that already. Mariano. Frenchie's here from Chicago.
Frenchie from Chicago. Look at that Black Widow over here, guys.
I thought you were talking about real Black Widow.
No, he's up in the...
I was kind of concerned.
I've got little spiders in my web everywhere.
I see that.
Little spiders in the web. All right, we're going to try to get as close as we can. And that's good enough right there. You can see what we've already done. We've taken our canvas with our black gesso and kind of put out, I want a little cabin over here. And I left these squares white so you could, whatever color is kind of shining through our sky will also glow in here to look like lights inside of the building without having to paint the yellow over whatever color, and it tends to mix and it's not really bright. So we left it bright. We left it white like that. So who's ready for Friday night freestyle? Oh my goodness, with my fresh fade. No one.
Could it be Friday Night Fade?
Wow, look at this thing. Can you guys still see the colors if I'm standing here?
The best part about it is you can see the painting through the palette.
True.
That's the best part about that palette.
We're like right here, guys. Right over here. We put these little trees over here. But can you see the colors
Yeah, babe.
from if I'm standing here? I've never painted with this before. Very first time we're ever going to paint with this giant palette, and so it's a learning process. Okay,
Indeed.
let's see. Okay, we've taken our brush, we've cleaned it, we've dabbed it on a paper towel. You can still see, put it on my glove right here, it's a little wet, right? You can still see the little shine, the shininess, but it's not sopping wet. That's not what we want. We don't want it to be sopping wet. I feel like I'm missing something.
When you want to show your brush, hold it in front of the canvas. Because you have a tendency to hold it to the right.
This?
Now you'll zoom.
Oh, I go over here?
See it, yeah.
I got you. See, London is always making the videos better. But yeah, it's nice. It's a little wet, but that little bit of wetness is going to help us blend all these colors together. Look at the size of this palette. I'm going to sleep with it. I'm in love with it. Okay, let's see.
Did you just get Big Bird yellow on your face?
No, I don't think I touched
Winnie
it.
the Pooh yellow?
I don't think I. Oh, you know what we should do? No, yeah, no. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I had an idea. I want to stick with my idea. So for the minute, my great giant palette, I'm gonna have to set you down. We're gonna put you down over here somewhere. Hope it doesn't fall off the table. And we're gonna get our old Dixie cups out. I had Officer Capri. I don't know if she's watching right now. She's one of my new followers, and I intend to follow her. And she's awesome. She was like, "Hey, it was really cool how you painted a sunset with a solo cup." So we're gonna do that again. And I think that's neat. Let's get.
Melinda wants you to put a hat on.
She wants me to put a hat on.
She said your cap is missing.
I know, right? Well, it's only because I've had my head shaved for months and months.
6 months.
Yeah, and I've just been cutting it and cutting it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my wave back. I'm so good at painting ocean waves. That's because I used to do my hair in a sweet wave. So the wave is coming back. That's the thing. All right, let's get a little bit of our yellow. I want it to be kind of bright, but we got to get a little red in there too. See what I mean? Just a little bit. See how the colors range from deep dark red to kind of in the middle to and over here it's much more yellow. Can you guys see that?
Moose is here.
Moose!
Crystal Spradlin's here too. She says, I have arrived.
I have arrived.
Sorry,
There
you're
we
late.
go. Okay, see, we're loading our brush. Makes it nice and full of paint. See that? Not full, you know, down the bristles of the brush, but evenly spread across. Okay, now we're going to set our palette down. Our gorgeous palette. I'm going to have to give it a name. It's like so fantastic. Do you think we should put the sunrise here?
Sunrise.
Or the sunset? Sunrise or set? Or should we throw it off? I'm thinking off over here. Only because I know I'm going to have a giant tree that comes up and around, and maybe I can get the tree to like grab it or something, depending on what we do. So,
Are you okay?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not okay. Okay, let's grab a little bit of the yellow and that orangey reddish color. We're just going to go around the sunset. Woo, try not to move it too bad.
Now it's a sunset, not a sunrise.
A sunrise, it's
That
whatever.
is the greatest thing. Like,
It is
people
whatever.
make fun of me all the time for the way that I speak. And I love the fact that
Oh, Jonathan's
it's spelled
accent
differently.
is like...
It's spelled differently entirely. It's like SUNROI.
Yeah, like when the Crocodile Dundee guy goes, "This is a knife."
Yeah.
Right, this is a sunrise.
Noise. Jonathan, if you're watching, we love you. This is
We
not
do love
because
you.
We're making fun of you.
We
It's
never
just
make fun.
It's just the greatest thing
Oh,
ever.
see, you could leave it giant and big like that, but I've been pulling them in very slightly, right? Try to blend those harsh lines away and just pull it in toward the center. So we're coming out, and then we're going in, just like a clock. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, rock. 12 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12. We're gonna rock around the paint with us. We're gonna paint with us. Right? Just like a clock.
That's why we have
leave
to,
that little
that's,
bit.
That's why we have to privatize the videos so people don't know how crazy you are.
I know, right?
If you are here
Let's
watching,
see.
please say hello, drop me a comment, do
See
something.
that circle in there?
I like it when I know who's watching.
Alright, now we're going to take... Man, I don't even have... Well, I think we might have to switch the tables up in here and put the bigger table on this side just so it's more room. It's deeper. Ooh, let's get our brand new filbert brush. You know what? Mark Anderson got us these.
Bobby Coday's here.
They're from the Artify 24-piece set. It's
Did
on
you
my
put that
wish
in your
list.
shop?
I'm not sure if I did. I know it's on my wish list. So if you want the link to it, I can easily send you a link. But we should put it in the store.
I agree. I already told you about it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been proven. I don't listen to anything you say. Like
That
if we
is
do it
true.
down here, you'll be able to really see.
That is true.
Yeah, it's been proven. Okay, we're only going to put the paint really on the one side. See what I mean? It's only on this side. just a little teeny bit from grabbing it onto that side. And it's because we're going to turn it into a circle, right? We're going to push it flat. We're going to pop it in here, then we're going to push it flat, and then we're going to spin it.
A little rotation
right?
action.
Same thing. You can spin it just like this. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys to see. I literally can't do it from the side, but that's what it is. You're spinning the bristles. Once they flatten out, you're rotating them all flat against the canvas in order to make that circle, okay? So we're coming into here. We're going to push into our brightest area, push the thing flat, and now we can rotate. And the bigger your brush, the bigger your moon or sun will be. But just let them flatten out all the way, and that'll give you that perfect circle, you know, for your sun. And it's got a little bit of texture in it even. Get rid of those little lines. Boom. It's good enough for me.
Evelyn Sharland is watching from Hawaii.
Hawaii. I only have one sail in Hawaii, and it's a shame because I have a friend and his family who live in Hawaii, and they've never bought a single painting for me. Can you believe it? Isn't that horrible? Keone, Terry, Daniel, talking about you. You're like, oh, Josh talked about you on a show, said you're cheap.
Hey, if you
All
guys,
right, let's see.
If you guys on Facebook saw the Facebook joke this morning, if you could drop a thumbs up or a heart in the comments just to let me know that you saw that, that would be wonderful. If not, it is a very fun joke. Cindy Van Horn is in Hawaii too.
Oh, that's very cool.
See, if you don't tell me, I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta know where you are, guys. All right, I had my phthalo green was like sliding down.
It looks like it slid.
Same as the yellow and the red. They both slid down a little bit. Okay, so what I want to do is get a little bit of that red into here.
Did you take the plastic off it?
There was no plastic on this one. There was a label that I had to fight to get off, but yeah. There we go. Now we're going to get a little bit of crimson. Not too much, right? Leave about an inch of white around the edge, right? So start to come in.
This is for that fried egg if you listen to London's voiceover. Same thing.
Right. Leave that little bit of white.
The fried egg that I wouldn't eat.
Because that white is going to blend. It's going to go, your red, once we start to blend it, the red is going to start to come down and it's going to start to grow inwards into our bright center. And so if you have too much red, it's going to literally get rid of all the orange in our sky. And that's not what we want. Now we could do a little bit of phthalo blue. Let's get a little bit of crimson, a little teeny bit of black.
Kathy Swofford's in the house!
Kathy! You can see it just darkened it just a little bit. You see the difference? Just a little bit darker as we're going out.
Creepy Halloween scene.
And you could put brown in the sky too. You can do all sorts of stuff. All right, let's go with just our black and our crimson. I was going to go with the blue, but now we'll just do black and crimson.
Hey, if you are watching on YouTube, if you could, Michelle Rose liked the joke. If you are watching on YouTube, please hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn the notifications on so it sends you a notification every time we go live. Otherwise, the lives will not be available at a later date unless you are a member. So please subscribe so you get those notifications and you don't miss us when we go live.
Yeah, after this one.
Well, after Sunday.
Oh, after Sunday, then all the lives are going to be privatized. And so you're either going to have to be a Super Squad member in order to watch them, or you're going to have to get here and watch them while we're doing them live. And that's the thing. And that way we can cut down on the content.
So if you're a Super Squad member, you'll get the membership on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube. If you are a member on Facebook, then you will be able to watch the live at a later date through Facebook as well.
There we go. Boom, look at that deep darkness in there.
But if you are not,
let's wash this brush
there will
off.
be no late time lives.
Yeah, if you're not here to watch it, you got to be a Super Squad member.
Or a Facebook member.
And, again, I've always said it'll never be more expensive, and it'll only ever gain value because I only ever put more videos in it. Especially now, with all the Seascape videos and all the Friday night videos that are going to go in there, it's going to be more valuable to be a member than to just be a subscriber. You're going to have way more videos at your disposal.
Sam, it is a monthly payment of $7.99 on YouTube, $9.99 on Facebook, because Facebook lied to us.
Yeah, Facebook swindled me when I first made that thing. So, Ooh, this brush is like
Sam Root
shaky.
sent 100 stars. His stars are working, by the way.
Sam got the stars
Bobby
working.
Code sent 500 stars.
Sam,
Thank
Bobby,
so
you guys
much.
are amazing. You guys really, it touches my heart. I saw so many posts this week that were like, "Oh, who should I watch? I'm a beginner. You know, who should I watch?" And there's a lot of people just slyly talking crap about Paint with Josh, right? Like, "Oh, there's people that post too much and they teach bad techniques." I know who you are, bro. I know who you are. Say it to my face if you're talking about me. That really put me in a bad mood. So, a lot of people come in and they go, "Oh, check out Paint with Josh.
So,
He's the only one I watch."
Stop. Someone was trolling you on Facebook.
No.
And I believe that it was me that was the problem all week because you didn't tell me about this.
No, it wasn't all week. There we go. Look at that.
Julie Strops here. She says Christine and I are here watching, eating popcorn and
Try not to
M&Ms.
cover
What a
too
great
much of those.
choice.
Popcorn and M&Ms.
None of that rubbishy candy corn. So pleased it's not on this.
Oh, please go get it.
No.
Please, I really want some. Please.
Please.
Please. I said
Please. Steve Jankowski says big hugs, Josh. Big hugs.
Thank you, Steve. I'm going to put a little bit of our yellow in here for our lights, just so we
I'm
don't
gonna
forget.
go get the candy corn because apparently my husband
Woo!
won't be able to.
Yeah, I cannot paint without candy corn, babe.
Okay.
Babe. She'll only be gone for 30 seconds.
Jackie says
We're gonna
something
time
great about the membership, so when I come back, I'll read you that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of great videos for as far as the modules inside the Paint with Josh class videos, as we call them, right? A lot of good techniques. There's black and white paintings in there. There's all sorts of stuff. Look, the more you pull in, the more it wants to grow. Be gentle. It's going to want to take over all this beautiful orange, and especially if we get it down next to our white. That's really going to be bad. Right? Very lightly, like 3 hairs and some air, over the top of that thing, just so we know that we hit it. Take any bit of that orange that we don't like, or if it's too hard or too rough, too harsh of a line in there, right? Just sit and blend it. Pull it out.
I will give you
Change
these
it up. Woo!
under one.
What's the circumstance?
The circumstance is that when their live's over, you have to go get me an ice cream.
Oh, you can take those away. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. Give me. Yes! Candy corn! Now I've got paint on my hands. I can't even eat them.
Yep.
I've got paint on my hands.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I'll just wipe the paint on my pants. It's fine.
Alright.
Fantastic. London got me like a 2.5 pound bag. A giant bag of candy corn. It's amazing. Right? The more that we blend in, the less bright it's going to become around our sun.
Jackie said, if you can't watch it later, you can't pause and rewind. Believe me, I stop and start so many times to finish a painting. Glad I'm a member. That alone is worth $7.99.
Very true. Watch. I think I lost too much of my bright area in there, right? And we still have all this bright white that we can play with. So why don't we just start to pull it out, just like a clock, in every direction again.
Sam Root sent 493 stars.
Sam Root, you're the man.
Sent 100 stars.
You guys are awesome.
Steve,
Right, watch. We're gonna
Steve
pull this white.
Jankowski doesn't deserve to have his comment read out.
Why?
He said candy corn pumpkins. Blech.
Ah. That's
No,
all right. Look at that.
has
Look
to
at that
be-
difference.
Has
Just
to be
dragging
the
it out.
original candy corn. Even Josh won't eat the pumpkins.
Yeah. Oh no, the pumpkins they're okay,
They're
but they're not my
gross. They all
favorite.
taste like
They're
candles.
not my favorite.
Candy corn candles. By the way,
Okay, much less paint this time.
anybody looking around October 30th, that is National Candy Corn Day. There will be a post on Paint with Josh, but
Of
just
course.
so that you guys can stack up on your candy corn. And I was just joking, by the way, Steve.
There we go. Right? Spread out the color so it wasn't so harsh.
Mike Gerber is watching.
Hey, Mikey.
Bobby
Mike always watches. He's
Bobby
a good
Cole
fan.
says, I need to order a shirt or a hat and spread the love in my small town.
Yes.
Roberta
We would
Harris
love
is
that.
here.
Roberta, Super Squad General. 5-star General Roberta.
Linda says, I'm glad to see you using the new palette.
Oh, it's so fantastic.
He
I'm
loves it.
afraid that I'm gonna like bump the canvas just because I'm not used to how big it is. But I'm gonna take it to bed and sleep with it. London, you gotta sleep on the couch. Oh,
That's
see, I
fine.
just smacked the canvas accidentally. I hit it accidentally.
Mike Gerber said, "There's a day for that." Yes, there is. It should be called National Josh Candy Corn Day, but it's
Candy
not.
Corn Day.
It's just called Candy Corn Day.
All right, let's take a little bit of our crimson onto our brand new fan brush that Jackie got us. These are fantastic brushes. I highly recommend.
By GAC Doctor.
By the GAC Doctor. GACDR. GAC Doctor. Okay. We're gonna take a little bit of our brown too. I'm gonna go with the lighter brown, just a little corner. Mix it over here into our crimson-y bit. So it's kind of a reddish, brownish, not too much. Brand new fan brush, fantastic. Fantastic, right? Then we can take it, we can twist it, we can do whatever whatever shape you want to make. I like always doing these little, almost like little wispy bits, right? You start off very small, very flat.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you guys are watching on YouTube, please press that like button, subscribe, turn those notifications on. It does make a huge difference to the channel, and we do really, 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 really appreciate it.
Right, just like that. Just making a mess, okay? Coming in here, I don't want to really touch my little son, so we're going to be very gentle over that guy. Just kind of flatten out the bottom just a little. You don't have to mess with it too much. Don't overdo it and lose these little light areas either. Those are little bits of detail in there. Super cool. And easy, right? Boom, bam. Starts off far away, gets closer as it comes
Roberta
towards.
Harris says, today is National Dessert Day. Candy corn can be a dessert. That
It
is
is
true.
a dessert. Let's grab a little bit of our
whole day
white.
dedicated to candy corn.
A little bit of the white. Just kind of letting it fall off the knife, right? Just kind of like literally barely holding it, just like a mountain would,
That's
right?
cool. Steve says, I made a clear
like
plastic palette 30 years ago. Still have it and use it.
That's
pretty
wicked.
cool.
That's awesome. Okay, not everywhere. Maybe it gets less as it goes out, right? And it's not going to look just like that because we're going to take it and we're going to mix it up just so lightly, though.
Matt,
Stay on top of your shadows.
Matt, I hope everything is going good. Matt says he's sitting in hospital eating candy corn and watching the show.
Hey!
I'm all for you watching the show. I'm just concerned about you and hope that everything is alright and you're not sitting in hospital for any scary reasons.
We love all the fans. Look at it transfer
Sam
from the
Root
light
sent
color
another
to the dark
200
side.
stars.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam says you haven't put any color on the black yet, have you?
No, nothing on the black yet.
No.
I normally do that beforehand, but I haven't decided what's going to go down there yet. So let's do just a little chemtrail, right? All we did, somebody asked, I think it was Fern.
You mean a contrail?
A contrail. Fern asked me to show you how to load the knife. So I'm going to get nice and close. Can you tell me when?
You need to step to the left.
You tell me when. Okay,
you can
right?
see it on both screens.
I've got nothing on my knife. I'm going
Hold
to...
on.
We
So
good?
you need to lift up a smidge. There we go.
Okay.
Much better.
Right here?
Yep.
Nothing on the knife. We're going to pull it out flat like that, right? Look at all of it disappear, right? Get rid of the stuff that's on your knife now. So you got a fresh, clean blade again, right? Just like that. Nice, clean. Now, what I did, Bob used to like swipe through it and like make a weird thing. I literally scrape up a little bit. That's it.
Just pull the knife close to the camera.
You know what I mean? It's the smallest little thing. I say it depends on what we're doing. If I want something like for a mountain, I need a bigger clump
Now right again.
of
There we
paint, right? It needs to be bigger on the end of the knife. It depends on what I'm trying to do.
Directing. We've got to put the cameras so that you don't have to go left, right, left, right, left, right.
Right. So I'm just going to scrape up a little bit, small little thing, and that way it just leaves a nice little bit of us humans off in nature, right? That's what I like to see. Why am I still holding it up here? I'm like, we're holding it on my shoulder rest
but
up
that's
here.
how it's cut.
No, it's cut to hold on your...
it's
That's
cut-
on the thing!
It's cut to hold up right here like a violin.
Like a violin.
Michelle Rose says, I am having a white chocolate Reese's peanut butter pumpkin.
Ooh.
I didn't think the fan would ever go to bed, so I get into the candy.
Right, so what I did was just knock the... That's what you hear? It's not someone at the front door. Our dogs have had to learn the difference between the front door sound and dad knocking upstairs on the brush, right? So all he did was just knock it off on the paper towel. Didn't dab it into anything. Didn't put any liquid mineral spirits or anything on there. Just to take off the color that was on there. All right, and then just very lightly, one stroke if you can get it, straight as you can. Get this little contrail off the distance. And it doesn't even have to be straight either.
I just want to let you know that Mike Gerber caught the fact that you said chemtrail.
Ah.
He's laughing.
Well, you know, Mike's all about the chemtrails. He's
Mike
in
is
the.
not all about
He's
the chemtrails.
he's in the
20,000
Illuminati.
At 20,000 hours, that pilot right there can tell you more about the fact they're not chemtrails.
He is in the Illuminati. You
Well,
can't
shut
trust
up.
him. You can't trust him.
He can be trusted.
Mike actually texted me and asked me for something that is highly sus. You remember when? You remember Missed Approach? That video we made.
He asked you for that?
Yeah, he's like, "Do you have that?" Like, I lost it. And I was like, "I don't have access to that channel anymore. I forget what it even was." So, it was funny.
No.
That's all we can say about that, folks.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so.
I have to see if I can find it. Maybe I have it.
Well, no, it's on my.
No, maybe I have it. Oh, he said 18,800. Yeah, because 20,000's really that far away.
I thought we celebrated 20,000 or
We
19,000.
celebrated 18,000.
Oh,
I
18,000.
had a big
Oh,
one
okay.
and an 8.
Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of that white again. I want to keep it separate. That's why we put that little shadow up there, right? This cloud's going to get hit by that light a little bit better, right? Lighten it up and keep some of that darkness behind there. Got to have the double, all that depth. Look at that.
Oh, it was
It's lit
17,000 we celebrated.
Was
He's
it?
right. You have a better memory than me, Mike. I don't know how that works.
Well,
but
he's
you
a
have better
pilot.
memory than me.
All right, let's take some of our darker color and just dab it back in here. Just a little different. Look at that. Just those little differences, just like that. Right? Not even going to mix it up or anything. Just going to go over the top. That's all you really need. And we're like, all right, if that guy's a little bit bright, maybe this guy should be brighter on the bottom.
Amazing. There are 12 people
There we
watching, 15 likes on YouTube.
Hey.
Amazing. If you're watching and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free. And turn that little bell on so that you get notified anytime we go live or anytime Paint with Josh releases a video.
See how we're blending it upwards, but I'm not trying to
Aw.
get everything white
Mike says he still has the picture.
of.
The 17,000
Oh, yeah.
hour celebration.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Here we
that
go.
is awesome.
I don't want to really touch my soft little sun. You can go across yours if you don't like it or whatever. But I don't really want to touch it too much. I do want to make these a little bit brighter. They seem to be more 3D if they're a little bit brighter
Jonathan
into the
eagerly
darker
lost
section.
at darts again.
Yeah. What happened?
I just turned the thing down, like a smidge. I'm amazed you even saw that. You
Yeah,
must
it's
have
very noticeable.
You must have hyper focused eyes. It was like one little notch.
Yes. I can see instantly.
Jonathan, if you weren't here earlier and you were playing darts, I apologize. We were
There we
we
go.
were wondering whether this was a sunset or a sunrise.
Sunrise!
It
We
is
talked about you a lot.
My favorite thing. Not about you. That would be weird. But I do thoroughly. That does make me remarkably happy when you say that.
Sunrise.
Julie
I
Strop
don't
says
really
the
like-
sky looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me get a
Bobby,
little bit
thank
more
you
of
for
a.
sharing. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the stars. We're at 1,643
Hey, you guys are
stars.
amazing. See, if it was like this
On
all the time,
Facebook.
we'd stay on Facebook.
Right.
If we could make as much money, you know, if we could do well on Facebook, we would stay on Facebook.
But Facebook have weird. Babe, I'm gonna zoom this out or put it up or something.
No, well, I'm coming right back down. It was just
I
this
know,
one
but
little cloud.
You're out of the frame.
That's all right. One little cloud. All I needed was to just mess up that little bit, and then we're
Okay,
back
then
down
we're
into
going
the
up a
sky.
little.
We're back down. We're back down.
No, it's
Look,
fine.
we're here. I'm already down in here now.
That's fine.
That's
I
what we're
came
doing.
up a little. I cut out the candy corn. Now everyone can see the. full
No,
pictures.
the candy corn.
The candy corn does not need front and center. Everybody knows you eat those disgusting things.
Oh, you're so jealous of the candy
Jealous
corn.
of what?
Of the candy corn.
Julie Hamlin says watching on 2 devices so that I
Hey.
can be in the chat. Thank you so much, Julie. Really appreciate it.
Shh, don't even need a whole lot, right? Not every cloud has to be, covered with highlight. Doesn't have to be like that.
I know there have been some questions as to why we are pulling off of Facebook on a Sunday. That you know, this Sunday we will be going live on Instagram. If you haven't gone over to the Paint with Josh Instagram page, please go over there. We will be running the live from YouTube and Instagram on Sunday. And to give you a quick piece of idea as to why we've picked YouTube over Facebook, it's because YouTube,
Yeah.
the account is already monetized on Facebook. You need to have 600,000 likes in the
Okay.
previous 60 days. in order for your channel to run ads, which is why we don't make money unless you send it, and we don't think that's fair to watch you guys send money.
Just really quickly, doesn't this look like Mike Wazowski? Like his eyeball
Mike Wazowski.
and then his mouth and his yellow head? Or is that just me?
It's just you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Alright, a little bit of white coming in. Over on the top. Now we can go on the top of our shadows because the sun is above this guy. See what I mean? And it's just a mess. You see what I did? I just turned the knife over and I smushed it on real fast. That's it. Look, swipe it, leave those little differences in between those two things. It looks like two different sets of cloud.
Mike's over here making a pilot joke. Mike says,
Damn.
not every cloud has a silver lining.
Hey, that's very true. Very true. Alright. There we go. Again, they don't all have to be the exact same or same color or same amount of brightness or anything like that. Now, let's come over here. We're going to focus. No, we'll go over here. And take this same brush. We're going to mix up a little bit of black, a little bit of blue, a little bit of crimson.
That's interesting.
Just to make our dark color.
Bridget Hill says, I love watching live. I love seeing the house turn into a mother cat with a kitten lying on her back looking at the sunset. Love seeing things in paintings.
Yeah, oh, it's so much fun. That's what my favorite part about art. Let's get on the side first and just finish our little bit of forest over here. Just so we don't forget him.
And he does it totally unintentionally. So for anyone watching right now that's like, oh, he planned that. No, he didn't.
I came up here 40 minutes before we turned the camera on.
And said, tonight there will be a Mike Lewinsky in the sky.
No, that was all on its own.
That's what I'm saying. You don't come up with a plan. McGee Skinner is watching. Thank you for tuning in, McGee.
You know
Greatly appreciate it.
That's going to have to be bigger. But yeah, like I came up here a few minutes before the show started, and I was like, I want to have a little cabin, maybe like a rock formation with some stuff hanging off it, and then some hills and different stuff coming down to our big tree. And, you know, that was pretty much it. That was the idea. Wasn't a very detailed idea or a very realized idea until we start messing around and throwing colors up there and seeing what we can do and what looks good and what doesn't. And then we adjust and we move on. And we go.
Kathy Swafford says,
swiping straight up, a little bit of pressure.
Have to laugh. Your spider is driving me nuts. Keep
Over
seeing
here?
another little spider on the upper left corner of my TV screen. Got up to look and that little bugger was real.
Oh no! Oh, he was real? That's funny. I'm trying to...
Christine Flack sent 500 stars.
Hey,
Thank
Christine!
So Darkest Angel says,
Oh, shoot.
I like
Look
what
at all
I
that.
see.
See that, guys? Total mistake right here. Did not realize we had any bit of light color down here. I don't want that. I want this dark color to mist in here. So let's figure out how to fix it. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of darkness in there, just from the same brush that we just used up here, just to darken it down. Now we're going to wash the brush. Sorry, go ahead, babe.
Big shout out right here. Just take a moment for...
Oh, sorry. In the beginning, did I say anything about...
what do you have in your mouth?
I don't know. About my little niece?
No, you didn't say anything, but this is...
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go first.
My sister gave birth yesterday to... Can you just let me...
No, I can't just let you.
Wait, you come on.
Okay, fine.
Okay, here. There you go.
I can't paint shite. Anything.
Oh yeah. So her little, my little niece. I'm just all over the place. Let's see. My little niece Swayze was born last night, and she is the cutest little thing, and that's the first time being an uncle for me. So it's very exciting. I meant to say that in the beginning of the show, and I forgot.
Josh came into the living room and he was like, "You're an aunt," and I was like, "I'm an aunt already to 7 kids, none of which I've met."
Well,
but I am an aunt. That's great. Just want to very solemnly give a shout out to Savannah, Sam Root's daughter. Today is the 1-year anniversary of her passing.
That's very sad, Sam. Sorry about that.
I just want to take a minute, keep Sam in your thoughts. That's no parent should have to deal with that.
No, definitely not.
McGee says, London, please pass on a woof for me.
Ah, that's funny. Okay, we're gonna dab off the brushes nice and dry. I've been like fighting getting the new brush dirty. I haven't even used it once. Like I have a spare one over here, brand spanking new, and it's just too pretty. I don't want to get it dirty yet. So we're trying to do everything we can. Maybe extend the show a little bit for you guys, just to keep using the old brushes. All right, let's see. I definitely need another one of these though. This one's about to fall off. Look at the difference, by the way. You don't realize how much the bristles start to shorten just from.
You need another one. You got another one in your hand.
But look, just how the bristles have shortened from the.
You just said you needed another one. You got another one. It's right
no, that one, but this one is also becoming loose now.
Oh, got it.
I normally paint with two. I'm trying to just do it with one today.
Oh.
All right, now we're going to have to put in a little bit of our undercolor, right? And that way when we come over it with our grass or whatever's going to be over here, whatever we see, it's going to be able to change and mix together. And if you don't have anything there to begin with, it's more difficult than if you do. So let's decide. Maybe we'll have, I don't even know. What is our thing going to look like? We might have maybe we'll have a little hill come down here, longer hill come down this way.
You don't know. I don't have a clue.
And then maybe like a path. Maybe we could do a path with a big tree. Right? We can connect this, but we can make a path from this house, or maybe it comes from off screen, out of here.
What about behind the hill?
Comes back, or from back here.
Yeah, but
like come out
like this way.
from
so it
around
down,
this.
No. Right down the middle of the painting.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
Like from here, and then down the front.
Oh, come down this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a path or a river.
Okay, and we'll see what it looks like. So let's put a little bit of our blue and green in there. So let's get our Phthalo blue, right on the brush. Just pulling it down. Man, this palette is so nice, right? Loading up our brush full of paint, because we need a whole lot. And then we're gonna just decide. I've already got blue in here, so we might as well do this color in blue, right? Put some onto this side of our canvas. And what this does is allow us to paint with whatever color that's underneath there, and it's going to mix and blend in, right? I don't want to make it a perfect square, so I've kind of left mine in this jagged pattern right here. You can tell it's a little blue in there, and it'll really light up if you hit it with your white paint. Now let's come with a different color.
Belinda Reynard sent 530 stars. Sam Root sent 777
Oh my goodness, guys. You guys are awesome. We really feel for you, Sam. I know I've messaged you privately about that before when you posted about it in the past, and I can't imagine what that even feels like. So, it's just terrible.
Sam Root said, thank you, Josh and London. P.S. London, I love your voice.
Ha! Everybody loves London.
I hate to be
Nobody likes Josh.
Bad news. If anyone is interested, I did start a new series on TikTok.
You cannot say it yet until you make a bad news bear.
Okay, fine.
No, go ahead.
Bad news bear.
All right, a little bit of blue-green.
Where I hate to be the bearer of bad news over on TikTok.
They're really funny videos. Guys, you should go watch it.
Making these videos, making fun. Simple videos. I'm not making fun of anybody. There's a lady eating raw bacon. It's far better if you cook it.
There we go.
Brooke Coop says, I'm late, but I'm here.
Hey,
Where
Brooke.
did you get that huge palette?
I got it from one of our fans, Linda. Bought us the actual Bob Ross as seen on TV palette. I love it. It's so great. I'm going to take it to bed. London's going to have to sleep on the couch.
That's fine.
I'm going to push you out of bed. All right.
Roberta Harris sent 100 stars.
Now, let's take a
Bobby
look.
Says, I need a palette. I use a paper plate. It does not matter. You do not need the top of the line paints.
No, yeah, you could use a
You
paper
don't need
plate.
top of the line brushes. You could.
There we go.
You
That's
could paint
less
with
glare.
old makeup brushes. Anything.
That's some
Please do
less
not watch
glare.
the channel and think that if you don't have the top, the highest quality stuff,
Always trying to hide a UFO
and,
back in there.
you can't do it, because you totally can do it.
Totes my goats, dog. No, like you don't need any of this. Like you can use a butter knife. I know Paint with Faye has a video, at least one video that she paints a mountain with the heel of her high heels. So you don't need the Bob Ross knife. You can watch it. You know what? We're gonna put this away. Watch this. You guys have seen one of these before? The plastic knife that comes in all the little beginner painter kits, right? Same size as the Bob Ross big knife. This is what I initially used when I first started painting, and I'm so happy I found it again because it's awesome. Watch, I'll show you. It really helps. For some reason, when I was a beginner, it helped me get the paint to break easier when I was making stuff. All right, so we're going to take all the two browns, our crimson and our black over here. Just make this really deep brown color.
And it comes off the palette so nice.
I know, it's so
comparison to that
fresh.
white palette where it just stings.
Yeah, instantly stains. All right, wipe off our knife. This knife is instantly staining. All right, now we can come up here, and I know I want to have a rock over here in our little section, right? You don't have to use all of our shadow as the rock. Look at it. Just smush it on there. That's all we're doing. Smushing. All right, maybe this rock comes back over here, comes out to a point, and those trees are sitting on the top of it.
Sorry about the noise, guys.
What are you opening?
I'm not opening anything. I found other knives.
Oh.
Look! Look, he's so
Yeah.
cute! He's so cute!
I don't know how or why I even still have all these things.
Look, he's so cute! Look, it's a skinny one. It's a skinny
Yeah,
one.
everyone.
But yeah, this 50-piece set from Artist Loft, you can get it from Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I think it's like $10. You get a whole ton of brushes, several palette knives.
Yeah, but I mean that's not the stuff that I use though.
No, babe. The point is that you could go and buy the 50-piece
No, for
set
sure.
and not have to spend $25 on a top of the line palette knife and still get the same result.
Right. Okay, very lightly, gonna take that dark thick paint and gonna spread it. Right, and the further we go down, I'm pushing harder now, so it'll kind of roll out, spread. Look at how it makes those trees look like they're falling back down behind, and maybe our hill rolls up that way.
McGee said, not a problem, London loves to sleep on the couch, Josh, I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. Too much. Let's
Say
see.
that. Who cares, as long as I get good sleep.
A little bit of brown, a little bit of white, a little bit of cream, yellow ochre. All right, look at that, a little bit more brown. I don't have to be so lenient with the brown now since Jackie hooked us up with a whole tube of the dark sienna.
That looks like chocolate on your palette.
Good. Okay.
Remember you made me a deal.
What deal?
Candy corn for ice cream.
Oh yeah, but I haven't eaten any of the candy corn, so that's the.
Oh, that's
That's
what
the
it is.
deal breaker.
There was no requirement for you to eat it. You asked me to bring it to you.
See how we just let it fall off? You scrape up a little bit, and let it fall off in different places. Don't try to light up every single thing.
Matt Good says you could put some old fence
There
posts
we go.
in mostly in front of the painting. That's a great idea, Matt.
That is a good idea.
Pam Pearson sent 200 stars. This is cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. And I am cool. You're right.
Have a wonderful
Right.
night, Mike Gerber. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us for a while. Appreciate it.
See you later, Mikey. Look at that. Just a couple little details in different places give you cool little things that
Bobby,
happen.
feel better.
Very lightly on the way back. That way you have a light side and a dark side. The dark side of the Force.
Terry White said, I used a butter knife to do my mountains when
Yeah.
I first started painting, and it worked out well for me.
That works.
Again, point proven. You
Very
can
lightly.
use anything that you have. Do not think that it is the tools that make
Definitely not.
the tree. It's all about the technique, and you can do that technique with anything.
Right. Let's get a little bit of that thick black, some crimson, some blue. Again, we're just going to make our dark color right here on the brush. We got to add those trees. I mean, you could leave them off in the distance like that, but I want to put them in there and make them a little bit thicker. So we're going to go back over right where we had them. Just as our own little guidelines of where we need to be.
And,
And then very lightly pushing upwards. The harder we go down, the more we push in.
an
Make
OG
it cool.
favorite has arrived. Chris Doucette is here.
Chris
He
Doucette.
also sent 200 stars.
Hey, Chris.
Sam Root said, I can't swear on here, but you guys are effing awesome.
Ha, thank you. We
Really
appreciate
it,
that.
Sam. Steve Jankowski says, are you if I could learn how to speak. Steve Jankowski says, are you a Star Wars fan, Josh?
Oh, super Star Wars fan. You can't find a better. Well, I mean, you could. I'm one of those Star Wars fans that like loves everything that Star Wars ever put out. Look at all those cool little things growing off the edge, but look, it's got to make sense. It's got to be a little bit thicker up there. There we go. And then have some of them maybe come down a little bit more. But yeah, I'm a super Star Wars fan. I love it. I love everything they do. I loved episode 1, 2, and 3. I love all the new ones that are out right now. I love them all.
The Mandalorian.
I love The Mandalorian. I love Boba Fett. Love everything. All right, I'm going to get a little bit. I want to have our roof, again, have that little dip in it, right?
I
So
like
it's
this, like ivy hanging off the cliff, babe. That's
Yeah.
super cool. You got to
Very
do
neat.
something about those windows though, because right now they look like little eyeballs.
Yeah, they are. They're little eyeballs coming in. Okay, I'm going to take just a little bit more. Maybe I can get it on this brand new fan brush because it's so nice and fresh and sharp. Maybe I can get the other side of the roof to just come down just like that, right into our trees.
Also want to let you guys into a little secret that I just learned recently thanks to Crystal. If you have an Amazon wish list
Just like that.
and you buy something from the Amazon wish list, once you add that to your cart, Josh's address will go into your ship to availability, which means that if you know something on Amazon or you wish to send Josh something, anything from Amazon,
There we go. A
you
little bit of
can
darkness.
go and add that to your cart and then request the whole lot to be shipped to Josh. So whether it's something that you found that's cool or a t-shirt or, you know, whatever, some hair gel, whatever it
very
is, you can add whatever it is that even if it's not on his wish list, and you can send it straight to our house so that I can be jealous. You can totally do that. But
Right.
I mean, if you send something that's predominantly aimed for me, which doesn't
Are
happen.
you trying to...
But if you were to do that, please send Josh a message and let him know that it's for me, because otherwise he could be walking around in a girl's t-shirt or something.
Yeah, I know.
That'd
I'm
be
not very
embarrassing.
fashionable.
That would be embarrassing.
Not so fashionable. I'm putting a little bit of the same kind of brighter highlight right down here onto our little house.
Sam Root says, "Are you a Seinfeld fan?"
I was, you know, back in the day. I don't really have a lot of time to watch anything because I paint so much, guys. It's really the truth of it. I don't... We watch like Family Guy or The Goldbergs.
George Lopez.
George Lopez, or like what's that the Damon one? What's we saw him at Mel's Diner.
Oh.
Wayne's brother, that one.
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids, yeah. We'll watch that sometimes.
Yeah,
We're
we're
gonna
a
take a little
week
bit of
behind
black.
House of Dragons.
Yeah,
Did
and
you watch House of
apparently
Dragons?
because I told Christina at work today, I was like, oh, I gave up on Game of Dragons, and she goes, you mean Game of Thrones or House of Dragons? I was like, Game of Dragons. I know what it is. I'm not an idiot.
Sucks.
I'm just saying both of them together. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my smaller knife right here, just because we got a little bit of more detail
Oh,
needed to be in
Pam
there.
Pearson says, "You all make my downtime, Josh in London."
Oh, thank you.
Sent 200 stars. Thank you so much, guys. I can't believe this. We've hit 4,000 stars tonight.
Dang, that's $40, guys.
Yeah, it's not even my birthday or any. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, London's birthday's coming up. Is it? What day
10
is?
days time it might be, but right now it's not.
Oh, so your birthday may be on a Sunday? What
I
day
don't
is your
think
birthday?
it is. I don't think it is.
We
I
might
don't
have
know
to
what
do
day
a
my birthday- I
special
don't-
London birthday
There's a
show.
post going out on Facebook. That's it.
Well, I'm sure everyone is going to, like, Facebook is going to be shut down because everyone's going to be like,
no.
oh my God, happy birthday, London, happy birthday. And all I'm going to be doing all day is going, she says thank you. She says, even though you're not with me,
The
like, she says thank
24th
you.
is a Monday. Nothing's happening. We're not going
There we go.
live.
Okay.
It's nothing. Want to say big thank you over on YouTube. 18 likes, 12 viewers. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for hit those
guys.
likes. Wow, 4,150 stars. I can't believe that. Thank
Get a
you
little
so
bit
much.
of light just up the top of the house, right? That's all we need.
We are currently 36% away from our iPad goal. Another 45,000 stars needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll
those
set a
iPads
smaller
are
goal
expensive.
next time. It'll be like Taco Bell, $22.
That is a Friday night must. Okay,
It
a little bit
is.
of black line right on the edge, just to separate the walls.
Every Friday we
Really
have Taco Bell in preparation for the show.
Yeah, I gotta have my Taco Bell on Friday, otherwise I can't paint well for you guys. What am I
Roberta
supposed
Harris
to do?
says that's because we love you on Facebook. I appreciate Matt Good. His birthday's the 24th as well.
Awesome.
That's bizarre. I've only ever met one other person whose birthday was the 24th.
A little bit of
Fun-
light color back here.
Fun
just to,
story. Back when I was younger, I used to go by the name LJ. And I met this guy once and his name was PJ. And I said to PJ, funny thing, you kind of act like a Scorpio. I probably shouldn't like you. And he goes, oh, how did you know? And I was like, because I'm a Scorpio.
and your birthdays are the same.
Yeah. And I made him get his driving license out because I didn't believe him.
That's funny.
He was like, it's the 24th of October. And I was like, no, it isn't. No way.
Little phthalo green, little liquid white, just so it sticks onto the canvas out there. We're going to see if we can do it with the same brush. These new brushes are fantastic. Fantastic. Right? Little teeny tiny things. Right? Just to light it up enough, just so you know that it's a tree. Right? Doesn't have to be all bright. Right? You're going to lose a lot of color in there. So, just having just a few little dibs and dabs. That's all you need to have back.
Jackie, you must be a nicer person than me. Her birthday's on the 21st. That makes her a Libra. She's definitely a nice person than me. Less hot-headed, less aggressive.
There we go. See
less
what I
like
did?
to stab people with my poisonous tail.
Ha! See what I did there though? Leaving all those dark areas kind of bouncing around randomly so different places show up. Needs to remain dark back behind here because the sunlight's going to have to go through all of those little things to reach, right? It's going to be very dark.
Mary says painting is beautiful.
Thank you so much. There we go. Okay, now let's work on our little pathway. We've got our cool little bit of rock and our dark area over here. We can do all sorts of leaving it in shadow. You can like literally light it up in very light amounts of brown, just like it is here as we go, and you can start to piece your whole thing together if you wanted to.
Steve Jankowski says, Taloka, George Lopez. We love that show. The whole family watches it.
It's true, we do love that show.
I don't know why McGee is laughing at the 24th of October. It's been my birthday.
There we go.
Officer Capri has made an appearance.
Hey, Officer Capri, we talked about you in the beginning of the live. You gotta go
did.
back and check it out. When the live is over, obviously.
That is okay. Matt Good says his birthday is the 24th. He also says his first wife was the 24th. Where do you find these Scorpios?
Yeah, right. There we go. Just kind of dragging it down in the same sort of, make a little smiley face. Start to piece our land together. That gives us a base idea. We could cover it in grass. We could have it be bare. We could, we could do whatever. We could have a little path. You could have a waterfall fall down from here. You could do all sorts of stuff. Depends on what you guys want to do with your paintings, right? All sorts of stuff. Oh, I was thinking, Officer Capri, she shared a post about us.
Really?
And she shared a post about us, and she said that, she listed a couple of her favorite paintings, and you know what we had talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And one of her favorite paintings is the British flag seascape. So I was thinking...
I'm not thinking. Stop looking like that. I'm not
London, you're going to have to fight London for it, I guess.
Definitely. There are a couple of my favorites that...
But I mean, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's the practice one. That's the first version.
What is the original?
Down at work. All the best of the best are down at work.
That's why you take them all from the house. So
right.
I have nothing enjoyable to do.
No, you don't like you're going to come up here and sit.
That's
you're going to come up here and sit in the studio.
You never know.
Uh-huh. I think I know. I think we do
have a surprise for everybody. Maybe if I could get you to do it by Sunday.
There we go.
The backdrop of the paintings.
Oh, yeah, I would have loved to have done that last night. We need to figure out where, if we have one. And I don't want it like folded. If we do have to buy one, we have to wash it, because I've seen channels where they literally take it out the pack and you can see all the lines from every single where it was folded. That's not what I want. So yeah, we're gonna update the look in here.
Maybe we'll go to Home Depot, get a tub of black paint, and just paint the wall behind you, just in like a patch.
Oh Lord!
What?
Well, then we'll have to repaint if we ever move.
Ah.
All right, let's do. What do you got? We were talking about a path. Right, I like this shadow back here. Let's keep this area dark. See how we didn't even come here with the light? Just kept the light in this area.
Jackie
you have to
says,
project
love the little
shadows.
cliff with the cabin. Very cool.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure I've stolen this idea from Zach Rodriguez, because I saw one that he did recently that had a building over here and then a couple hills with some gravestones and stuff, and then a big tree. Right, obvious Halloween painting. Zach's an awesome painter. And obviously he would go with an awesome scene like that. And so I'm not trying to copy it exactly, but that sort of setup, when I saw it, I was like, man, I need to knock one out like that. So obviously mine's better. I'm just a little biased. No, Zach's was fantastic. And I think it's because he takes a lot longer than I take to get them done. That's more time. Let's see. What are we going to do? Let's do the path. Let's figure out where we're going to live. How we're going to get there. Let's go over here. A little bit of our brown. Just mix it into our brownish pile. We're going to mix up all these brown colors. Look at that. All those different colors in there. Fantastic. Fan-schmastic. Let's grab all that up right here. Very, very small. So I'm kind of trying to tilt the point of the knife towards me and really only use the very back until we can start getting closer where we can start to see it, right? If we just want to have it real soft and far away, you can only touch your knife just barely and don't want to have too much of it drop off. And then everything that starts to drop off the edge over here, we can use and create our little path with, right? Anything you don't want to be your path, just go over it until it goes away. Right? Start to build cool little things. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I can see it. I can see some stuff happening. Let's get a little bit of yellow down in here into our greenish color.
I want to let you know you've been live for approximately 60 minutes.
60? We've been going for an hour already?
Yes.
Wow. Well, let's do something different then.
Well, let's take a 7-minute break.
What? No. Let's do... Why don't we pop in a little bits of grass in here?
Babe, we'll put the fan down here. We'll connect the tripod to the fan, make it oscillate. People can stare at the artwork, and then we'll be back in 7 minutes.
You can go down if you want.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, go down.
No, it's fine.
It's okay.
What are you going to do without me?
I'm going to continue to paint the scene. There we go. Bam. Yeah, look at that. It's starting to come together. I'll make it quick, though.
No,
I don't want to be
no
too
one's
long.
asking you to make it quick. Everybody loves it. People are staying.
Well, go. You can go, babe. It's no big deal. You can monitor the comments from down there, too. Right?
That's true.
Same thing. All right, adding a little bit of our grass. Let's come back in with our little pathway.
I could always go downstairs, and then when I come back up, bring you a drink. I'm just saying.
True.
Would you like that?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
There we go. Just pulling off to the side. Right? I'm going to be smaller off in the
I'll be
distance.
back. I will keep an eye on you guys while I'm downstairs, and I'll keep an eye
There we
on
go.
you too.
Excellent. I'm going to take a little bit of our yellow ochre, put it in with this brown just to brighten it up a little. It makes the most gorgeous browny color. Not browny, but you know what I mean. And remember, you're never going to see the whole path, so you don't have to worry about painting the entire thing, right? Very cool. You know what we could even do? You could throw, maybe there was a couple little, just because I don't know, it would be kind of spooky if there was a couple little fence posts out here, just to kind of mark the edge of the pathway. And we'll leave some like that, go underneath there, do a couple. These ones are going to be hard to see against these trees. But in any case, they're there. They're there. Now I don't want to cover up those guys. Right, little bit, just the smallest little bits of wood you can get. You don't want them to be too big. Right, just by kind of touching and pulling away, or coming down the smallest little bit. Right, just like that. Cool little things. Cool little things. This guy's got to keep his cattle in here somehow. Cattle have been getting out. And this guy is sick of it. There we go. Keep in the old cattle. We could put a whole nother bit of tree back in here. We could do all sorts of stuff now. Right? We have our little grassy bits as we're coming down. Just very lightly popping them in and then blending them away, sliding them up to have them grow. You know what I mean? It could be fog. You could do all sorts of stuff in here. Let's make the base of this little thing right here a little bit foggy, right? Don't know what's happening. Maybe there's a little bit of mist coming in. All sorts of stuff can be happening, as we all know. Right, this little bit of path, it's coming down this way. It almost needs just a little bit of darkness on this side of it. So we're going to take a little bit of that dark, just put it underneath, close up to the thing as we can get it. You see what I mean? Just kind of raises it up, gives everything a little bit of depth. Watch as we slide it over now. It's going to mix in with those colors. And our pathway is going to start to grow. See how it's sat up just a little bit more? That is depth. Okay, for me, depth. Let's go back. We're going to come back here. Smallest little thing. So small I don't even want to touch the canvas. Just to give it a little bit of color. For anybody who's zooming in and looking that hard, when they're going to buy your painting and they see the little bit of highlight that you put on the post back there, That's what they're gonna like. And it's gonna help your post stand out. Almost missed one. Did I miss one? Is that supposed to be one in the middle? Maybe. I don't know. I can't even barely see it. There we go. Put another one in there, just in case. Very cool. Now I want to put a tree back in here. So let's get our fan brush back out again. Go back into our favorite dark colors, our crimson, blue, and black. And it makes this very deep, dark, purpley color, and it's very thick. Right? We're using these giant, thick paints. So they'll be nice and textured, sticky. I'm going to come in here just to the side of our fence, right? We don't have to paint the fence the entire length of the property. These trees will keep our little animals in, right? Okay, and again, I'm going to try to do this at an angle where you guys can see it. My brush is like this. It's not dead flat to the canvas. It's not going to, you know, smack it flat straight on like that. Little 45-degree angle out towards the room, right? And then you just the little, smallest little dabs. Just a couple little things. You're starting to build branches, little dabs. And then we go down, we touch a little bit harder. Just a little bit, right? A little bit harder, a little bit harder. Just the corner, though. Not the whole brush. I've only used about 1/4 inch of the corner of the brush. And every time I touch, that corner touches first. And the more I push in, the more the brush spreads them and they grow bigger. Right? Same corner, come back in. Every so often we pop out to the side. Give it a little bit of thick. Right? Start to grow in there. Get a little bit thicker paint. Come back in. I don't know how it mixed with whatever highlight is on there already. There we go. We want our initial shadow to be dark. Nice, deep, dark, thick, nasty piece of tree in there, right? Really stands out as darker than anything else that's there, which is why we put the colors in and we do all the stuff to begin with. Very cool. I want to put one more of those trees in there too. Let's get our black again. Mix it with our crimson and our blue right on the brush, right? We're just back and forth. Crisscross, just like Bob Ross. Back and forth, loading up the bristles of the brush. Not all the way, but loading them up enough. And let's say we want another tree. Maybe this guy's got a friend. He's a little bit bigger though. Man, the edge of these brushes are so fantastic. Like, it is literally like drawing with a very thick pencil when you can feel it like that. Versus mine that are all worn out now. Okay, again, 45-degree angle coming out and away from the canvas, right? Just touching the corner, popping in, little branch. Okay, pop up, 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 up. The more we pop up, the more cool little bits start to grow out of our tree, right? The more you go out, the bigger it's going to become. Go back, get a little bit more of the paint. All 3 colors at once. Come back to the center, work your way out from the center each time. Right? Just like that. Starting to grow. Starting to change. You can have him be a little bit taller than this guy just by having him sit down a little bit lower. You know what I mean? All perspectively looking good. And fill in any spots you don't like, or maybe they came out too far or didn't come out far enough. Change things, make your tree nice and fat, make it nice and thin, however you want, right? All it is our base shadow. I even want mine to be a little bit taller. There we go. All right, gonna come up here again, very lightly. Start popping in little things that are then gonna work themselves down. That's more of a perspectively perfect tree, if you ask me. Look at that sucker. All right. I surprise myself sometimes. Okay, we're going to take the bottom just very lightly because we already have our grassy colors and our path. We don't want to move too much, right? So just very lightly. But if you don't make the bottom of your tree soft, it looks like your tree's floating, like you just stuck it there and you forgot, right? All this darkness that we're pulling out is helping create the shadows underneath, keeping everything dark and spooky and crazy. Woo, I like it. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. All right, we need to get another brush now. These GAC Doctor brushes, right? Come back in with that little bit of our green color underneath. And just pop in just around it. We don't want to go too much into that shadow, right? I know there's grass there. You know there's grass right underneath here, but you can't see it. You can't see everything at night or in the sun or in the shadow of the deepest, darkest tree. You're not going to be able to see everything. So you don't have to is the point that we always try to make. You don't have to see everything. You're never going to see everything in real life, so don't try to overdo it, and you'll be good. Wow, this is just looking great. You know what I want to do though? I was thinking about cutting the path back down here. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to take our path off to the side, and it's going to look fantastic. A little bit of our dark color first. I'm going to put the dark color over here just as our edge, our liner, right? And now we're going to come back with that brown and just start to pull it away from the side, lining it up, getting rid of it, slide it off like that. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not a perfect thing. Very lightly, not trying to cover up all the dark that we put underneath there, right? And it's still not even far enough down or over. There we go, a little bit of that. There we go. All about perspective and whether or not you can see the whole thing. Right, even here. It's almost like it's just wants to be bigger. It's like, hey, show me to the people. Yeah, just like that. Okay, you can even see there's a little gap of darkness in there. I'm going to try not to lose that. And that way there's a little dip, there's a little bend, there's a little something in the path that's causing it to look like that. And it's almost like you could just walk right onto it from the side. That's how I love painting. I love painting things where it looks like you're just walking right into it. Those are my favorite kind of paintings. Just walk into the sunset, baby, right into the artwork. My favorite. Bam, 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 bam. Giving a little bit of our dark color to our grass over here. Because when I come back in, right, I like doing shadows to almost everything. You got to have a little bit of shadow underneath your highlights, right? So even though I want the green to stand out, I want that black that I just put in there to stand out as well. And that way it doesn't look so neat. It doesn't look like a perfect thing. You think this guy's coming down here to mow his grass? Or if it's a witch, you think this witch is coming down here to mow her grass? I don't think so. She's like, nah, I'm going to kidnap the kids, make them mow the grass, and then I'll eat them.
What?
The witch that lives in the witch that lives in the cottage.
I got you a nice sparkling beverage.
Thank you. What is it?
Sprite.
I didn't know we had Sprite.
Just 2 cans. 0 sugar, but be quiet.
Yeah, we gotta go get some. We gotta get some regular soda.
Josh is not a fan of 0 sugar sodas, just in case anyone's curious.
0. Blah. Okay. Again, we're gonna come back in here. We're gonna follow along this path that we've got. Right. We're gonna put in our dark, shadowy grass first, just by slapping at the canvas with it. Then we're gonna go back.
Did it quench your thirst? Is the
Oh
question.
yes, it was delicious. Thank you.
Good.
A little bit of yellow coming down in here. We need a little bit more liquid white, just a little bit. I don't want it to be too bright. Right now we need more green. Gonna bring it back down to that color, more yellow.
Officer Capri says yum. So there.
Yes. All right. Let's see.
I have to use that.
Pop in a couple little things. Right? They don't need to be everywhere. You gotta have little differences. You gotta have little things, little places where they're missing. London's going wah 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 from our room, I think. There we go. Little things start to light up. Maybe that's like a little enchanted piece of grass. Who knows? It's a little wisp, like from Merida. Merida! Woo! Man, this one is great. Like, you could literally leave the rest of it black. I literally could. And what else am I going to put over here that is even going to look as good as that? That's my question. All right, we need to come back and highlight our little trees over here. All right, back into our phthalo green, just to darken it a little bit. And I'm only going to touch it on the right side of our tree. So actually, we're going to try to do it like this. Just tap it in. Just from the corner, right? Not allowing the right corner of my brush to even touch the canvas. It's only been the left, and you can tell right there that this side never even touched it, right? Because I'm starting from the corner and tapping my way outward, right? This side we're gonna light up just a little bit. Don't need to see all of the tree. You have to have some form of shadow in there. And then again, this guy, I need to re-up on my paint. Come in here, right again. Just kind of flicking at that one side. It's popping up, flicking at it. Never going to see the whole thing, so you don't have to worry about it. Right? As long as you got a little bit of greenery in there and a little bit of shadow, you are in good shape. Maybe there's a little bit of light that hit down in between those 2 trees too. Just because. Bam, bing, little zing. It's all about lifting up and flattening after almost everything. You don't want to do it to your trees though. That would look kind of funky. That would look kind of funky. There we go. Excellent. You know what these trees might need? They might need just a little bit of tree trunk at the bottom. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And the best part about it is if you don't like it, you just swipe it away. You can shape it to however short you think it needs to be, but it's, you know, it's got a little something under there.
Okay, I'm back.
that.
The request is that we zoom in.
There we go. We're about to zoom down. There we go. A couple little bits of grass underneath our trees, looking fantastic. There we go. Very cool. Very cool little things, right? Not killing all the shadows. Got to have it in there. All right, now.
Matt, the show on Sunday is at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh,
so
guys, we could have like a river right here.
I tried to get you to do a river in
Oh,
the first place.
guys. Sorry, what was the question?
What time is the show on Sunday?
Sunday, yeah, it's at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Noon Central Time.
Noon Central, 7 a.m. Hawaii time. If you plan on watching from the Big Island, or all the small islands, any islands. All right, now remember we have all our phthalo green and our phthalo blue down in here still. That's what's helping our grass kind of change in all those colors and stuff, right? So what we could do is decide where we want our water to flow through here. Like it's literally cutting right in front, right there. But, you know, I don't want to have it at too far of an upward angle. The angle is most important. So we can decide and we can fix and we can add stuff over here to fill down into where we want our water to be. Or we could do like a little, you know, like a babbling brook kind of falling off, little waterfalls, little things. Now let's do, there's not really room for that. All right, let's take up a little bit of our liquid white. See, and I'm literally telling you guys, we make it up as we go. This is not a planned thing. I get down to this point and I go, it would look cool if there was some water down here. Or whatever, a pond, this, that, the other. Now, I want to take my white and mix it with that liquid white that's in there. Right, scrape up a little bit of that, and then we're going to come in, maybe say from here. Right, just scraping in our little bit of water as it's running past. And with all these little undercolors underneath, you can imagine what it's going to light up like when we take our brush, clean, dry brush. Thought it was clean and dry. I'm just going to dab it on a paper towel. Look at this. Just instantly, you have this gorgeous water. There's a little pond. Some kind of something underneath there. Very cool. The more and more you swipe it, or mix it, right, the more you can get rid of those harsh lines. I like leaving some of them, but not a whole lot that have to drag all the way down. It always looks a little funky when that happens, right? What do you think of that, babe?
I think it looks great, except I zoomed in and then you went to a different area.
I told you we were coming down. So yeah, we went down here, we took the white, and we just, you know, I put the knife first, and then we smushed it down.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, just like that. Get this gorgeous little thing. It's like a little pond. Something's living inside here, I can tell. Maybe this is where the creature of the deep, or like a kraken arm, can come out and come and grab you. Very cool. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit more of the dark color. We're going to work our way down now. Our hill has to come down this other direction. See how we're coming this way? So we have our one land going this way, our other land going this way. And that way it'll create this little dip, like a cutoff in between. All right, a little bit more of our liquid white just to get it to stick. Don't want it to be too super bright. Now we're going to go back, grab more of our phthalo green, bring it down in here. Anything against these real dark colors are going to be real bright. Again, we're just touching in little things. See how we're coming down at a different angle than we were before? We pop down this way. It looks like our grass is going to start to grow down at this other angle. Don't need it to be everywhere. All right? We'll swipe up. The more we swipe, the more it's going to mix in with the blue. So depending on what you want yours to look like, how dark do you want it to be, right? Slide down, do all sorts of stuff. You can do, you know what I want to do actually with mine? I've made a decision now. Let's get a little bit, let's get a little bit of our dark colors again, right? And maybe over here instead, let's do like, we'll do a big old tombstone right there. Pull it down, fill it in. That dark color, our kind of darkish crimson-y color. All right, somebody got buried right there. Now we're going to take a little bit of our white, just a little, because it's going to want to mix in with all this color. Right? We're going to go over it and over it and over it until that white turns to whatever gray you want it to be. Right? Just so it stands out enough. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just a little bit.
There's people yelling in the comments for Krakens, babe.
Krakens. I could do a Kraken arm coming out. You want to see a Kraken arm? You want to see a Kraken arm? I will give you the Kraken. Okay, who said that? Who asked?
Jonathan and Roberta.
Oh, Super Squad members. I have to abide by the Super Squad. Let's get a little bit of our liquid white in with our regular white on just a regular old liner brush. Decide where the point of your thing is and bring it down inside the shadow. Right? And then also follow around, but leave that darkness in between. And then you'll have this rounded looking a rounded looking 3D version of a tombstone. All right, come in. You gotta leave just a little bit in there just to have it look different.
You should put that Kraken arm coming out of the river and hitting that tombstone.
Just like that. Didn't have enough paint on the brush, that was the thing. Man. There we go. Kraken arm hitting the tombstone. Right? Very lightly with the darker color. Just went over it just a little bit, just to soften it. There we go. This is the backside of our tombstone anyway. Here we go. Damn, money. That's money right there. Imagine if Bob Ross said that. Money! He was like, that is total money right there. Alright. If we could ever figure out how to paint a tombstone, Josh. There we go. I'm not going to mess with it anymore.
Lies.
A small amount of lice. There we go. Just to blend it out enough. Blend it out enough. So, these people want to see a Kraken arm, do they? Do ye?
They do.
Do ye want to see an old Kraken arm?
It kind of looks like a cave entrance.
What does?
That tombstone on the front of that.
Oh, yeah. Kind of. Could almost make it, it's like a little door almost. Almost
in
make
honor
it
of Hagrid, who sadly passed away today.
True. That was a tragedy. Hagrid is no longer with us. It's sad. There we go. Okay, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to mess with this guy too much. I'm going to have a big tree come out, so I'm not really sure about the Kraken arm in this one. I mean, if there was ever a time, I've already filled up all the prime space with like details that I like, though. You know what I mean? And I have to cover over something. I have to either cover over the house or the thing.
You're doing a giant tree. You could do one in the bottom right.
Yeah, there's going to be a tree over here,
Okay.
like a little sticky tree with some hands and stuff, or a Kraken arm that's come out to say hello. I just can't tell what we want to do.
I would leave it just like that.
Lemon, you always say that though.
I generally am right.
I disagree.
Okay.
You're always right, honey. Wives are always right. But now that someone said it, and I've seen it, and I have the idea, it's like, why not do it? One more thing. Let's see. What can we add in here, Josh? Let's do, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do a tree, but it's going to be on the opposite side of the water. So nothing too crazy.
Oh, not directly in the middle. It's so beautiful with the path and the fence posts.
I agree,
Straight
but
to the right.
it's got to be done, babe.
Put the tree wherever you want.
It's got to be done. Let's see.
Should we ask the fans?
No.
Center or right?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, now you've just totally shaken my confidence. see what to do, guys. I like that. All right. Yeah, this is a great show. Good show, Josh. Good show, Josh. Not even talking. Who watches a painting show where we don't do any talking? Let's do like a little guy back here. Get something on the canvas. Push harder in as you go down and then stop. Boom. Nice little sticky. Little sticky guy. Little sticky sticker. There we go. And now right into our paint thinner, right? Onto the liner brush. Into our little thing. You don't want to have too much, but you don't want to have too little either. That is a sin. There we go. A couple little things. Just jiggle it, right? Jiggle it out. Let it grow wherever it wants to. Right across the sun? Okay. Man, pushes it back just the smallest little bit. That's all we need. Very cool. You come across your trees. You can do all sorts of stuff. Go back, make sure you get enough paint thinner back onto your brush, though. Otherwise it won't come off. Cool little branches off like that. Very neat little things. You got to make sure you got enough paint thinner in, though. I always say it, and then sometimes I don't even follow my own advice, right? If there's not enough thinner, they're not going to be sharp little things. You're going to have this crazy thick branch tree, which is not necessarily the thing we were going for in the beginning. If you're trying to keep it nice and small, right? Like we were, and now it just seems to keep growing and growing and growing. There we go. See, babe, I kept it small. Sort of. What's up?
Nothing's up. Carry on painting.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm just really having trouble, guys, with what to do. Let's see. Well, who's talking, babe? Are there any comments or anything we could distract us with?
Don't need distraction. I need to paint, babe.
I don't know why you're mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
Okay. This guy needs to be a little bit thicker. There we go. Bam. That makes more sense. A little bit thicker at the top, thinner at the bottom. Go back with our little bit of grass. Come in here. Pop in just a few little bits. Zigzag zoom. We're up like that. Let's make sure to swipe it just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to grab a small little bit of that brown, see if we can't throw on just a little highlight, maybe on this side. Just like that, just so it's got a little bit of brown on it. Take that guy, swipe it over to the side, not covering the entire amount of shadow, right? You don't have to cover everything. You got to have a little bit of that deep, dark shadow in there. That's what it's for. You got to have it. A little bit of grass in there, popping it in. Messing around. There we go. I don't really like this area down here. Really, it's bothering me. It's bothering me. So we're going to change that. Let's take instead, I have all this paint on this giant palette. Let's take and put like a bigger, I don't know, maybe there's a stone in here. We can add a lot of detail on a big old rock. Take up a lot of space as well. I like that path, but we're going to have to hide some of it. You got to push it back just to bring everything. If you want this to stand out as down here and in the front, you have to push back. Look at these. Look at how these colors are sliding. Little areas get lit up and then fall into shadow. Like Frodo Baggins of the Shire. Just like that. Just let it fall down. All you got to do is have enough deep darkness in there. You're never going to see the whole thing, remember. So let it just fall down into the dark. Man, got a cool little stone over here. What do you think, babe?
Beautiful.
There we go. And all we're doing, like all that is just unpainted stuff. And it makes it look like a little cave, like London was talking about. Something could be living deep inside there. It really, really could. Okay, let's do one more little bush down here at the bottom. Like we have a a little bit of foreground on this side. We're going to grab our dark colors again on our big old bush making brush, that round, that Bob Ross half round. This is a smaller version versus the big version, you know what I mean? There's a big one and a small one. We only really need the small one. And we're going to come in, just cover up a little bit of this stuff down here, right? Just so we have a little bit of land on this side. And by popping it in these little different, you get all these cool little things happen. All these things, just popping it, popping it, popping it. And now we've got a little bit of land or some sort, you know, we can go across the whole thing. Bam, just popping in little bits of darkness in there. All right, make sure it's nice and thick. Come back in, pop them in, and that way, if it's thick, you're gonna have more areas, more little things. I call them little fingers for our highlights to pick up. All right, we're gonna go in, we're gonna wash off that brush. Try not to get spider web all over us. There's way too much spider web in here. I'm sorry for whatever I've done.
You haven't done anything.
They must not be talking to you then, because you're not talking to me. Let's go back in. I like this greenish color. Let's mix it with our yellow. And come down in here. Maybe a little smidge of white, just to really brighten it up as well. Turn our brush over. And come back and just pop in cool little things, different little places. Don't have to light everything up, right? Not everything's going to be seen. Little things. Very cool. Leaving the bottom dark. You want to leave the bottom nice and dark. It looks neat. I've never had them come out like that. There we go. Cool little things. They're flowers. There's something. Some sort of something over here. I like that though. Those are kind of cool. Does anybody say anything? Has everyone left?
No, everybody's...
What's going on?
Everybody's making suggestions, which is why I'm not reading them out to you.
Okay, well, thank you for that.
Right, you're welcome.
Seemed like you're mad at me or something. There we go. Boom! Kind of ruined it by tapping it over a little bit. Ah, there. Just having the littlest things is going to make the painting that much better versus having all this giant bright area with no depth. I like that. It's very cool. Turned out different than how I had imagined it, but it's very neat. Very neat.
Looks very cool, babe.
Thank you. All right, should we zoom out now? Let's see. Oh, that's a good view right there. I don't want to go too far out. Everybody have to see too much of me. There we go. I can't believe we still got 11 people watching on YouTube over there. That's very cool. All right. No more suggestions to be read, so let's get a little thing. Sometimes London knows that your guys' suggestions, especially late in the show, sometimes throw me off, and then I get upset, and then it's so she London is always right. Huh, babe?
Yeah, babe. I'm gonna kick you when you go downstairs.
I don't know. Okay, now she's back to mad. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not mad.
I don't know what's going on. I've done something.
You haven't done anything.
I've been a husband.
Oh, here we go.
I've done something wrong.
Blame it on marital.
Yeah, as a husband.
It's got nothing to do with that. Drink the Sprite. Be quiet.
You guys, I saw, crybaby non-motivational speaker put some birds in his seascape. Dude never painted birds before. Never, not once, painted birds before. And then in a seascape, he puts birds in there. How many did he put in there? 3?
I think
Wasn't it 3?
I think it was 3.
It was 3. He puts in 3 birds into his paintings. Tell me he's not copying off of me. Ugh. Ugh, that's irritating.
Silent.
Okay. Sweet. Well, this one looked... I love it. It's
Are you going to sign it?
I did. With the birds. That's it. That's all it gets.
Okay.
I'm trying to... I didn't get any extra liquid white out.
Lucretia Dallas says, I love his haircut.
Thank you.
Laurie Hartley says, LOL.
Thank
Nicole
you.
Ann says, LOL.
Yeah, non-motivational speaker. Just change your page to say copycat.
Sadness sells, babe.
I know. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be in the bottom of a ditch.
Babe.
What? That's what he says on his video.
That's not the point.
That's exactly verbatim what he says on his video.
It's not
If I wasn't...
Babe, stop it.
Alright. She knows how to keep me clean. Part of my song. Oh, we got a brand new song coming out. Well, it's the Painting Boy song, but it's more verses. And we may slam a few people. Well, just one. We may slam the one person Josh doesn't like. And then the third verse is all about Bob Ross. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's scheduled to come out at some point in the future. So keep an eye on the page, and you'll be able to find it. Okay, we're washing these brushes off. Any questions you guys have? Do you like this one? Do you not? Are you going to try to paint it? Do you think it's just too hard? Do you like the sky? How did it come out? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. We try to respond to everybody.
Roberta Harris says, LOL, 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 LOL. Steve Jankowski says, been married for 28 years. The key to happiness is laughter. You guys have great chemistry and laugh a lot.
We do laugh. She laughs at me a lot.
Yeah, that's slightly accurate. Nicole Ann says, love the sunset.
Thank you. Love the sunset, but nothing else about the painting.
Connie says, wow, what an amazing painting. I love it. Steve says, I love it.
Who loves the...
says, I want to try it. Love the sky.
Who loves the UFO in the clouds?
That's what that is.
That's what it always is. They're out there.
It.
The truth is out there.
The truth is out there.
Is it a UFO or is it not? It's up to you to decide.
Jackie says, looks pretty hard, but I really like it. Maybe try it.
Awesome. Well, I try not to make them hard, but I also try to make a good long show for you guys. Like, I could paint a painting in 30 minutes, and then we could be done, and that could be it for the week. You know what I mean? But I try to hang out with you. I try to do things where, you know, I show you how to make grass, and then go, nah, screw that grass. Let's do a big rock instead. Now here's how to do a rock, right? Different things. Different things that other people aren't telling you, or that they're too busy to tell you. Or like Bob. Bob never had enough time to tell you all the things that he wanted to tell you, to make it so much easier, right? He never had the time during his show. So we tried to split it up and give us little tips and different things, which is what I do. Try to help everybody out. But again, we talked about, if you weren't here in the beginning of the show, we talked about doing all of these paint, our live, is this all the way out? Yeah, it is. There we go. We talked about after these live shows end, they're going to be going into the membership only videos. So we're very happy that you were able to get here and watch it with us live. And if you want to continue to watch the video or rewatch it and attempt to paint it, you got to be a member of the Super Squad. And by doing that, you sign up through youtube.com/paintwithjosh/join. And what's up, baby? And that will allow you to access all of the live videos. We're getting rid of all the, well, we're not getting rid of. We're just putting them into the membership only videos. All of the live stuff. So, we're going to have those fantastic Wednesday videos that I always do. We have a brand new one coming out in November. Looks like this. Fantastic. Another Bob Ross scene that we redid because the one sold. So we redid this one's coming out in November. And that's a nice, it's a video just like Bob used to shoot his show. So every time I come up here, the camera zooms in. And then we come back, and then I talk, and then we zoom in, and then back and forth, right? Very cool. We're always going to do Wednesday videos like that, but from now on, or after Sunday, our live shows are going to go behind a paywall, basically. It's going to free up a lot of space on the channel, so you're not going to have to scroll through endless videos, over 400 videos, trying to find the one video that you want to paint, right? It's going to be nice and concise. Here are the best ones. Here are the most clear, the most helpful, the most technical, the most Paint with Josh videos that you can get, right? And if you want to see all the other cool stuff we do, then you got to join up and become part of the Super Squad.
Laurie Hartley sent 200 stars. Lucretia Dallas says, for your information, my husband had a kidney transplant September 30th. Oh. Watching you paint has kept me calm.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I hope he pulls through and does better or gets heals.
Kathy Swafford said it's all those changes that helped me. Matt Good says came out awesome. The whole painting is great.
Thank you.
Nicole Ann says can't wait for the Bob Ross in November.
Thank you. That one's going to be fun. November 7th, I think, or 2nd. 2nd. November 2nd. So I was going to put it out first week of October is when it was scheduled to come out. And then we realized we need to be doing spooky Halloween type paintings for October. So that one got pushed forward. And it's been sitting, waiting for like a month, going, please post me. So when it finally goes out, I really hope everybody, I hope it gets 1 million views. It's one of my best videos ever. The most clear, again, it's got subtitles, it's everything. It's everything you can imagine the best video you've ever seen being. That's what that video is.
Oh no, Roberta, we will be live every Friday on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
But once the live is over, the live will be privatized on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh.
I know, it's sad. But
I went to bat for you guys. It's London. No, I'm just kidding. We have too much stuff. We paint too much. You guys see me too often.
We have a lot of content, and free isn't paying the bills.
True. The free is not paying the bills, and we may lose some of our best fans because they think I'm a money-grubbing D-word, and it's not about the teaching or the interacting anymore. It's all about the money. But it's really not. It's all about talking when you have food in your mouth. That's what it's about.
Hey, you're disgusting. That is absolutely
No, it's not what it's about, though. Like, no one else gives their stuff away for free. Why should I? Right? Is it worth, what? Like 50 cents a day? Right? Right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Less than $1 a day to watch every single Paint with Josh video. Is it not worth that?
Well, for 30 days out of the month, for it being $8.
What do you mean?
It's not even 50 cents. If it was 50 cents a day, it'd be $15.
So what? It's 25 cents a day.
Yeah.
Sweet. I did math.
The math isn't mathing.
The math. So yeah, 25 cents a day gets you every Paint with Josh live video you've ever seen or wanted to see or will see. And like I said, we'll always come do them live. And if you can be here to see it, then we're going to hang out with you and we're going to have fun. And if you can't, then you got to be a Super Squad member. That's it. Who doesn't want to be part of the Super Squad? It's called the Super Squad.
Wah, wah, wah.
Super Squad. And when I release my, I call it Painter's Delight, the Rapper's Delight cover that I'm doing, it talks about the Super Squad so much. It's going to be like a 6-minute song, and you guys are like, oh my god, that's too long. It's really not. The lyrics are so fire that you're going to be laughing your butt off for however long you listen to it, I promise. I just have to sing it. That's the hard part. Getting it recorded. Writing it is easy. Then recording it is difficult, and then making the video is easy.
So the Super Squad is available on YouTube. It is $7.99 a month. $7.99. So the cost of an expensive coffee.
Yeah, it's the cost of a Starbucks.
And you get access to member-only videos that are not available on the channel. You'll also get access to all the lives once they post. They'll be private. So if you can't be here for the live, that's the only way to watch the lives. And obviously, if my voice annoys you anyway, you should be a Super Squad because there's a ton of videos on there where my voice is not on there anyway.
Yeah, but now your voice is going to be all over the Super Squad.
And then if you want to join on Facebook, that's $9.99. You get access to the Paint with Josh members only group.
Yeah, you get access to the members only group where I post all this new stuff for you guys. Like you guys that pay, you don't have to look at any pixelated image or guess what we're going to paint. Like you guys get to see it, right? Isn't that fair?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So in the Paint with Josh Super Squad group on Facebook, which you have to pay to access, and again, Facebook swindled me. I did not want it to be $9.99. I wanted it to be $7.99, just like the YouTube channel, and keep everything the same. But it tricked us and made it $9.99. So, but you do get more with the Super Squad on YouTube. You get access to all those videos. You get more for your buck, basically. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to swindle anybody, but you're going to see stuff before you'll be able to see it on Facebook in the Super Squad room. So if seeing new content gets you excited, then maybe the Super Squad is good for you on Facebook. And if you want to paint and, access all those videos, then the Super Squad on YouTube is the best place to be. I love this palette, by the way.
Jolie, if you're talking about the Super Squad on YouTube, if you go over to YouTube and log in, and access one of the videos. If you are a Super Squad member, it will let you access those membership videos. If you are not a Super Squad member, then it will not allow you to access those members.
But it will get you to pay first. It'll be like, here, if you want to...
No, she's wondering if she's still a Super Squad member.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then, go click on one of the videos. If it works, you're still in.
Yeah.
We don't have any control over it giving you access or YouTube taking away access. I've had it once where John Krasniak was like, oh, I had to re-sign up again.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to just come out of my account every month. And for some reason it had kicked him out and he had to re-sign up again. And he lost his little, because the longer you're a Super Squad member, your little emojis and your little badge will change colors. And he was at the very top of the color wheel. Like he'd been one of the longest Super Squad members ever. And then he lost it somehow and he had to go back and start from the beginning. So back to a different color, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the Super Squad again is on YouTube, Super Squad on Facebook. Facebook is $9.99. You get access to Josh all the time. And YouTube, obviously, that's slightly different with the members-only content over there. But again, we'll be privatizing the live on Facebook as well. So if you pay the $9.99, you can see the live on Facebook under members-only content.
I hope London knows how that works.
Of course, I know how to do that.
I don't know how that works.
That's all right. That's why I'm here.
I know how to do it on YouTube. I just don't know how to do it on Facebook.
That's all right. That bag is very loud. Oh no.
None of them came out.
Well,
Which one? Which one?
but anyway, guys, really.
We want to thank you for watching the live. And
Just one tooth.
and we're ready to say goodbye. What time is it?
Yeah.
8:30? Oh, it's 8:45. Holy cow.
I know.
This one took a while. I didn't need to. I could have sped it up. But
21 likes, 13 people watching on YouTube. Please, 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 if you don't already,
you guys.
hit that subscribe button, press that little notification bell. That is free to do. Doesn't cost you a penny unless you want to see videos that no one else can see, and then you pay some.
Yeah, right. So, and don't watch anyone else. You found the right person. You don't need to go watch Justin or Kevin or anyone. Anyone. You can watch anyone. Me and Bram. That's pretty much it. And until we see you guys again next time, I'm super excited about this one. It's going to be available in the Etsy store. I'm going to go post it right now. So if you want to buy this painting and support us in the Etsy store that way, it'll be available soon. We're going to put out the post on Facebook with the full image. No? London's going to put out a post, and you can click on it. I no longer do social media. It's so fantastic. Like, me and London this close to getting divorced the other day. And I was like, Paint with Josh is mine. Mine only. You can't do nothing. And now I'm like, all I want to do is paint. Like, just make sure I have something that goes out on Facebook. Like, they're my babies. My social media pages are more important to me.
Then your wife.
Not sometimes. Depends.
Your social media
Depends.
pages don't argue back, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and you got my social media pages are so nice. Oh, everything is so beautiful. You're doing such a great job. Oh my goodness, I love this one. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So my social media pages are everything to me. So as long as they continue to work well, and I'll be there to respond to you, but I'm not posting anymore. I'm here to create and make videos and do stuff. And what you guys see is my gorgeous wife, London.
Oh, there
And
we go. There's a sneaky comment in there somewhere. My gorgeous wife, who is a pain in the ass. Lies.
and, you know, husbands know that doesn't need to be said.
Oh, okay. It's
About
just a
every
given.
wife.
It's just a given.
But yeah, so lots of big changes happening. I'm glad we were able to catch and hang out with you guys. Maybe we should do, hour and a half to 2 hour lives or something on Friday, depending on what it is. I never know. I never know what's going to fall out of the brush or what's going to happen or what I'm going to have to fix or what's going to work perfectly. And that's why we sometimes
Joshua,
don't.
excuse you.
Sorry. Bless me. There's a little bit of no water that someone didn't tell me about. There we go. Just a little white line in there. Just a bit.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yep, we'll be back.
We will be live on YouTube, live on Instagram, Sunday morning, 10 a.m., 6 a.m. Hawaii time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central Standard Time.
We're all over the place.
Really appreciate you guys logging in and hanging out with us.
We do. We love you. And this is the first, the first and last live you'll see, unless you become a Super Squad member. So, youtube.com/paintwithjosh/join, right? It'll take you there. You sign up right through YouTube. You'll be able to rewatch this video 100 times, all the other videos 100 times. And, we love you until we see you guys again next time. London said we have a show on Sunday, and then we have a brand new video coming out on Wednesday. It hasn't even been painted yet. I'm literally going to paint it tomorrow, and then we'll edit it and get it out on Wednesday for you, just like Bob Ross used to do, just like I was telling you before. Those Wednesday videos are fantastic, and they'll be there for you to learn. And if you want to see the lives, come join the Super Squad. youtube.com/paintwithjosh/join.
Unless you tune in live, and then
Right,
you can
and then
just
you're
hang
here.
out with us for free.
So, and I'm going to be doing better. I'm going to be doing a better job at prepping the wordage for the lives to list the colors we're going to use and try to list the brushes that we're going to use in case you do want to paint with us live. Then you can get your stuff ready. Sometimes when we do a crazy canvas like this that's all black gessoed, it's hard for me to show you the prep to that because I did it 5 minutes before we turn the camera on. But yeah, until we see you guys on Sunday, or 5 seconds from now, or 5 minutes from now when you go sign up and become a Super Squad member, come back and watch this video. You guys take care. Have the rest of a good day. And pow! Get him out of here, babe. Get the nail wave. I love this part of the video. She does the nail wave. Boom! See you later, guys. I gotta go post this on Etsy. Go buy it. Somebody buy it. Somebody's gonna buy it. So if you want it, you better get it quick. Oh, I love this easel. It's so